Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I am so sorry that I am a few minutes late here. Was having a little bit of technical issues here, so my apologies. I'm here. I'm just pulling up my phone because I am going to start monitoring your comments. Hang on. I'm just pulling this up here right now. Okay, so I just want to make sure everyone is having a fantastic day. How is everyone's Friday going? For those of you that are watching me live right now, pop a comment in the comment section. Say hello. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. So I am super sore today. I was at the gym yesterday creating content, and as you know, a business owner, this is a big part of my business is marketing and content creation. So I'm from the Hamilton area. I went to Pure Muscle and Fitness in Burlington. The gym is insane. It is so huge. They've got like so many pieces of equipment there. A lot of pieces of equipment that, you know, I've never seen before or used before. So it was really, really fun time. Unfortunately, when you do content that's surrounded around workouts, I got there at 11. I left at 3. So I was like training straight for like 2 or 3 hours. My body is sore, but I still did my workout this morning because it was I train 4 days a week with strength training. So I still got that done because I'm away this weekend and I know I cannot work out over the weekend. So thank you everyone who's tuning in. Pop a comment in the comment section. Let me know who's here. When I do these live trainings, for those of you that are here that are watching live that are new, feel free while I do these live trainings, if you have any comments or questions, to pop it in the comment section. And I will, I'm monitoring it right now so I can see. Allison is saying hi. Hey, Allison, happy Friday. So today what I'm going to be going through is some common mistakes that will really get in the way of helping you get leaner or improve your body composition. Like, do all of you understand when I say body composition? Because a lot of times I might be saying words that you guys do not understand what I mean by that. So let me ask you guys, do all of you understand what I mean by improving your body composition? Pop it in the comment section below. If you do, say yes. If you don't, then I'll explain it. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about common mistakes. If you want to get leaner, if your goal is fat loss and you want to improve your body composition, meaning that you want to look more toned and defined, and that's a big goal for yourself, then that is what I'm going to be talking about today. So improving your body composition and getting leaner is a goal that, like lots of you that are in my Facebook group, this is a common goal that you have. However, there are certain mistakes that can hinder your progress, especially for women over 40. While like a lot of these mistakes can apply to anyone seeking to improve their body composition, but women over 40 who are in perimenopause and menopause are more sensitive to stress because of the changes that are happening with their body, because of hormone fluctuation, where really, really sensitive to stress. So this is really important to consider. So I'm going to talk about 2 common mistakes to avoid and provide some recommendations so that you can get the best results. So neglecting sleep and stress management while you are in pursuit of leaning out or improving your body composition. You need to really make sure that sleep and stress management are non-negotiable factors. So if you're looking to lose weight, if you're looking to improve your body composition, these 2 things really need to be optimized and handled very well. Unfortunately, in our fast-paced lives, these crucial aspects often take a backseat, especially as moms. We're taking care of our kids, even if you're 40 plus. Like I'm going to be 45. I got a 10-year-old. I have an 8-year-old. I had my kids a little bit later in life, but prioritizing sleep and effectively managing stress are really, really important when you have body composition goals. Okay. And the reason why is adequate sleep is really the foundation for your body to be able to recover. It helps you regulate hormones and overall health. So lack of sleep can disrupt your hormone levels. It can increase cravings for unhealthy foods. It can hinder muscle recovery. It can also impair cognitive function. So brain fog, or maybe you feel like you're not as sharp as you normally are. It is really vital to establish a consistent sleep schedule and create a sleep-friendly environment to ensure that you are recovering, okay? To support quality sleep, you might want to consider taking some supplements into your routine. The one key supplement that I always recommend is magnesium. And the reason being is that magnesium is known to calm the nervous system and promote better sleep. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions into your body. So it helps, including the production of neurotransmitters to help regulate sleep. So it helps relax muscles, and it also may reduce anxiety, leading to a more peaceful and restful sleep. So we don't want to just rely on supplements to help you get a better night's sleep. What you have to do is set up a very consistent and good sleep hygiene. Okay, what you want to aim for, first of all, is 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So many women come to me. Sorry, guys, I need a sip of water. How much magnesium? About 300 milligrams of magnesium minimum before bed, Allison. I think I have that in your nutrition protocol as well, too. So just go look whatever I recommended to you in terms of supplements there. So you want to aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep. The next thing that you want to do is have a consistent bedtime and wake up time. This also means weekends as well, too. I also recommend no electronics or blue light 1 hour before bed. And the other thing that can be really helpful to help promote a great night rest is sleeping in a very dark room. The other thing is that if that's not possible, which I use personally myself, I've recommended this to a lot of my clients, is consider a sleeping mask. Okay, so that is completely eliminating all of the light. Like for me, in my room, we have our alarm pad that has a few lights on there, and that would wake me up, believe it or not. So with the sleeping mask, I just sleep a lot better. So, just know that don't rely just on the supplements. You have to put together a proper sleep hygiene practices to help you have better quality sleep and schedule, that 7 to 8 hours of sleep. If you're not sleeping well, this will help promote better night rest, including magnesium as well, too. But putting this in place, and it's not going to happen overnight. You need to be consistent with it. Maybe even consider reading a book before bed, taking a bath, whatever you could do to calm your body down and signal to your body that it's time to sleep. You want to do that. Okay. So the other thing is managing stress. So managing stress is equally vital if you're trying to lose weight or lose body fat and improve your body composition. So chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, which can lead to weight gain. It can lead to increased abdominal fat, and it also can disrupt there could be metabolic disturbances. So incorporating stress-reducing activities such as meditation, deep breathing, you can do exercise, yoga, or engaging in hobbies or activities that can really help calm you down. That might even mean you go out for a coffee. with a friend, or you call a friend, like really whatever it is, you need to schedule that time in just as much as anything else. And remember, you do deserve to prioritize yourself. It is common for women to dedicate years of putting other people's needs ahead of them, family, husband, whatever, work, career. However, reaching a point of realization that like you need to take care of yourself is super empowering. Acknowledge that you are worthy of like happiness and good health, and start making these steps. Okay. Prioritizing yourself requires that you do invest the time and effort into self-care, including sleep and stress management, to help you pursue your fat loss goals. So don't put off what you want for the sake of others. I did this for years, especially as a new mom. You know, I had gained 40 pounds with each of my pregnancies. And then after I had my kids, it was all about my family. I did nothing for myself. Okay. And all it did was put myself on the back burner. All it did is that like, I didn't feel good about myself. My energy levels were low. Like I physically started getting back pain, and I physically like got foot pain as well too. Like my body was signaling to me, like, you need to do something. So I finally did do something, and I pursued it. And really the biggest thing that I needed to do is make myself a priority, because when you become the best version of yourself, not only do you fulfill your own desires, but you also offer your best version of yourself to your loved ones. Okay. So I knew that I was showing up as my best self to my family afterwards. So I know it's hard to make that shift, but I ask you, if you don't do that, who's suffering in the long run? You are. Most likely it's you that's going to be suffering in the long run. Okay. One of the other common mistakes when it comes to fat loss and trying to improve your body composition is too much dieting. Okay. Frequent dieting, frequent under eating. Like this can be really significantly stressful to your body. Especially like I said earlier, women over the age of 40 are more sensitive to stress, and you can experience a heightened impact by constantly dieting and constantly under eating. Now, sometimes, like, what does this mean, dieting? It means that you're eating less calories than your body requires. And if you are somebody that thinks like, gosh, I don't eat a lot of food and I don't know what's going on, like I'm still, you know, not losing any weight, even though I'm not eating a lot of food, then you're most likely in a dieting phase. All it means is that you're in a calorie deficit, meaning that you're eating less calories than what your body requires to run your body optimally. And so when you do this for a long period of time, you know, it will lead to frustration and lack of progress, because your body will adapt by down regulating metabolic function and suppressing essential systems. So it is important that when you look at dieting, you need to really look at it with a strategic approach. You want to make sure that you're maintaining energy levels so that it's not super restrictive. That's why I don't encourage diets where you're doing less than 1,200 calories unless you're super small, right? That's a different consideration. But for the majority of the women that I work with, like, we don't go super, super restrictive because we need to maintain your energy levels. We we focus on recovery, sleep, and self-care. They're all really crucial aspects impacted by dieting. So instead of doing like extreme approaches, it's better to have like a moderate fat loss phase where you're in it for like a few months with adequate attention to recovery and stress management, and, you know, taking a dieting break after that. Because dieting too frequently, like you will come into a situation where it's just not going to work for you anymore. And I have a lot of clients that come to me where they're chronically dieting, or, you know, they're constantly in this dieting phase all the time, or they've been, at 1200 calories or less for years and wondering like, what's going on? Like, why am I not losing weight? And it's just your body becomes adapted. It's called metabolic adaptation. And your body, especially if you're over the age of 40, like I said earlier, your body's very, very sensitive to that and the stress imposed by under eating for a long period of time. So you really have to be very strategic about your fat loss phase. And this is what we do with our clients, is that, we're constantly monitoring biofeedback markers while they're in a fat loss phase to ensure that, we do this in a very healthy way. We're always maintaining really good energy levels, and we're focusing on recovery, sleep, stress management, so that, they get the best experience while they're in that fat loss phase. And then we monitor for our clients every 2 weeks. That way, if we need to make any changes to their current plan, we will. But, it's a big component of the work that we do with our clients is that, I'm not just giving you like a nutrition and meal plan, which is a huge component like of having an actual plan that works, that's specific for you. But we also look at two other big issues is managing sleep and managing stress, and optimizing these two things so that you can get the best results when it comes to fat loss and also improving your body composition. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful for you guys. If you're over the age of 40, especially, or even if you're not, make sure that you are looking at your stress levels and your sleep quality and doing everything that you can, like I talked about today in the live. You can go back and rewatch it if you're just joining me right now, on how you can improve these two things to help you get really good in your fat loss phase, to get you the results that you want in your fat loss phase. So if I see clients that, we're in a fat loss phase and we have not mastered sleep or stress, their body will become resistant to it, right? So it's really, really important. If you're only sleeping 5 or 6 hours a night, work on your sleep. If your stress levels are really, really high, work on minimizing stress, saying no to things that you can't handle, taking things off of your plate, whatever you can do, take it off your plate. Do, just say no to a lot of things. That's what I did. Like, you know what? Like, no, I can't do that. I need that time for myself, whether it's a bath, quiet time, like whatever the case may be. Look at your schedule and really manage these things, especially over the age of 40. Not only will it help with your body composition goals and helping you get leaner, but it'll help you during these perimenopause and menopause years to deal with the symptoms a lot better as well, too. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions about anything that I said, if you need one-on-one support from myself or Lanny and my team, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. I hope this was really helpful. Was it helpful, guys? Pop it in the comment section if you found that this was helpful. Next week, I am going live next week. What day am I going live? You're welcome, Allison. Thank you for joining. When am I going live? Oh, next week I'm going live with Coach Lanny on Thursday, June the 29th at 12 p.m. We are going to talk about how to navigate holidays because it is a long weekend coming up. So we will talk about that. So be sure to come and join us next week, Friday at 12. I'm not doing one on Tuesday like I normally do because I'm away for business. So I'm traveling back that day. But I will catch everybody next week, Friday. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Have an amazing day, everyone. Bye-bye.